What is up, YouTube? If we have not yet met, my name is Johnny Netafan, and in this video, I'm going to be one call closing, walking you step by step on how to overcome objections live. So if you love this video, share this with a friend, like it, and comment what you like and what you're going to take with this in your business to be able to help you close more. Again, this is a one call close from a fully self-generated lead completely on Facebook. And also click the link down below to join my free Facebook community where I'm helping insurance agents just like you master the art of telesales and become part of the 1% of insurance agents around the world. So hope you guys enjoy. See you guys in the community. Peace. Let me ask you this real quick here. Were you mainly looking to go down the cremation route or more the burial route?
Well, that's another question I've been asked. I'm not decided yet. The trend in my family lately, well, see, my pop died in 1986, but he was a World War II veteran, was never a housing man after the war. My mom died in 2013, 9 years ago, and she was 84, about to be 85. So she was cremated. And her brother, my only uncle on her side, he was also cremated. So, and another aunt who died in 2003, she was cremated. So it's like, okay, cremations are the trend here. But I don't know, my daughter, I have 3 kids, and my oldest daughter is a national engineer out in California. And she's one of I discussed this with, and not really in detail, but she keeps like, okay, look, if you want to think you want to go cremation, okay, but either way, so that's why I'm undecided.
Totally, yeah. So you're obviously, it sounds like you know this is something that you've been looking for. You've kind of got some quotes. Like, why haven't you gotten any coverage in place yet?
Well, like I said before, finances, basically. I got laid off 6 years ago, didn't expect that, and then I had a pension with the company, and I don't, I didn't do that in like less than 2 years, most of them. So then I had to switch to Social Security, and I didn't expect to do that at age I was 63. It was 2 years before, or 3 years for my age. My age was 66, and so a lot of things happened that I had to deal with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm not working. I don't have health insurance. I don't have, and then I started downsizing. I don't even drive a car right now.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep my bills low so that if something happens, I'm sure my daughter will step in. But like, she makes more than 110,000 as a national engineer, but I don't want her. That's not the deal. I'm supposed to take care of myself.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, at my age, 68, the things are starting to bother me. I mean, I'm not on oxygen. I mean, getting up and down. I live on the 3rd floor. There's no elevator, so I get a lot of exercise there. But I'm not 20 years old anymore, and I'm looking at that things might, take a turn for the worse.
Yeah. Well, what's nice about these is that obviously we hope for the best, we plan for the worst. If something were to happen to you, obviously, like say you live that long, well, what's nice is that you're actually going to like there's a part when the policy is paid. Does that make sense? So you can't really lose money in that situation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got some of that information already. What I'm, concerned with, I talked to, like I said, I'm just talking to different people, gathering information, and probably in the next few weeks to a month, I'll probably make a decision and go with somebody. But one thing I heard is a lot of these policies, you gotta wait 2 years before they kick in.
Yeah, and that's exactly why we have carriers that are a day one coverage, so you don't no waiting period unless you're unhealthy. I guess let me ask you this to see what options I guess are actually available to you. Have you had any cancer, strokes, or heart attacks?
No, none of that.
Okay.
I've had high blood pressure for a bunch of years now, taking medication. They're starting to have, I think I'm gonna have problems with my kidneys, but I haven't been told that for sure. Just like I said, just symptoms that I'm having.
So you haven't gotten a diagnosis on that yet?
No, I'm afraid to go to the doctor because since the pandemic, because his office is the waiting room looks like a hallway. You sit there on chairs, people facing each other like 3 or 4 feet apart. I dread doing that, when the pandemic hit and all.
I get it. Yeah. So okay. And so besides the high blood pressure, what else I guess for you?
Well, the high blood pressure, cholesterol, which I guess were related. I got them diagnosed at the same time. But other than that, no, And when I told the doctor, last time I saw him was 5 years ago, and haven't seen him. And when I told him, hey, I've got some things going on, like my kidneys, and we're going to check that out. And they did tests, I had blood work and all that. And then I was dreading the worst. And then the doctor walks in and said, well, there's nothing there. I mean, well, no, doesn't show any problem with your kidneys. But that's 5 years ago, and I've gotten different kinds of symptoms. So as I said, it's not. I'm not doubled over. I'm not in bed all day, but there's just some things that are bothering me that make me think, you better get prepared for in case something. I don't think it might be cancer. Cancer doesn't run in my family. Diabetes and high blood pressure, they do, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, totally. Okay. Now, let's see here. Could you go ahead and grab a pen and paper and let me know when you're ready?
Are you in Albuquerque or where?
That's where I was raised. No, I still always kept my phone number. I never changed it.
Oh, so where are you now?
I'm here in Arizona. So they got me working all over Texas. Um they got me working all over. So okay. Go ahead and write this down. My name is Johnny. Johnny. Last name Nitafan. N is in Nancy. T is in Tom. F is in Frank. N is in Nancy. And normally how this would work, let's see here, is they'd actually send medical and all that to you. We could actually get you some answers here over the phone. But go ahead actually and write down my state producer number. This is actually my personal information. Remember, you could actually go to the Department of Insurance website and find me. That way you know who I am. And
Legitimate, not just some scammer calling people, right?
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, Mr. Forgive me if I'm wrong here, but so it kind of looks like obviously you want to make sure that your three kids are taken care of. You may go down the cremation route or burial route, not totally sure. On a super fixed income, and you want some type of coverage. That's not a question. It's just more of like finding out exactly what's gonna fit in there. Do I have that all right?
Well, and the primary thing is the cost. My kids are grown up, so it's not like I'm worried about them. I'm more worried about covering my expenses, whether it's cremation or burial. And I have a couple of credit cards, I want to get that taken care of. So I'm not looking to, like I told you earlier, I'm not looking to get $50,000 and make a profit off this. That's not the idea. Just want to get covered.
Yeah, totally. So kind of a small burial or cremation policy. Is that kind of right? And I'm sure that you'd agree here that having something in place is better than having nothing in place. Is that right?
Yeah, and it's to start because, 6 months or a year from now, situation might change and I might be able to afford more coverage.
Yeah, totally.
So if I've got something started, that would be building on that, see?
Yep, exactly. And that's exactly what I was thinking here.
So can you give me some quotes? What I might be paying?
Yeah, totally. So well, I'm pulling up some options here for you. I do want to tell you about the product here and the company that we're looking at here. We're looking at immediate coverage, so no waiting period. It'll actually last the rest of your life and pay out to your chosen beneficiary here within 24 to 48 hours that you'd want. And I'm assuming you'd want your old daughter.
Yeah, my oldest daughter, she's more I guess we're closer we have more communication regularly than the other younger ones, and I think she's more responsible also.
Yeah. Okay. What was her birthday? I mean, what was her name? Cool. Yeah, and awesome. And then it also builds in cash value. So down the road, if you're ever in a tight spot, you do have access to these funds, and the premiums will never change. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. When you mentioned cash value, that's going to cost more than what basically.
Oh no, that's an added benefit. It's not gonna there. That's what all whole lives do, which are the coverages you're looking for in terms of being a smaller policy that covers the burial expenses. So it's just an added thing that's for free.
Okay, so I'm not sure I want to go whole life. Well, I've been told, stay away from whole life, whatever you do. Not sure why, but the people seem to just tell me it's not worth it.
Well, I guess why would they say that? I'm just curious.
I really don't get a clear answer. It's like not worth it. You're not gonna get you're not in a position to plan like 20, 30 years down the road and say, okay, I can cash it in because chances are I won't be here 20, 30 years from now. Yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess let me ask you this: I guess were you looking for something that changes in price every 3 to 5 years, or more something that stays level the rest of your life?
I want something that stays level, but with the opportunity to raise it if my like I said, my situation changes. I might hit the lottery. I might, I don't know, something might happen.
Yeah,
I have some extra cash.
totally. Well, so
So
terms will change every 3 to 5 years. Is that kind of what you're looking for?
uh, that's why I'm shopping. I don't know. I want to see what the options are. And I'm keeping in mind that my main concern is going to be not only being covered, but what I'm going to pay.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this is. Because yeah, a lot of people do say that, hey, not sure about whole life and stuff like that. But if you're kind of, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong, but what I've heard is that you're looking for something that is small, that's not going to make your kids rich, but just kind of cover the burial expenses, that will fit inside your budget, and the premiums will be level. They'll never skyrocket and go up or down. Is that, do I have that all right?
You have that right. But I want to get covered. I'm thinking around 5,000 to 10,000. But if I can pay 20, 25, 30 around there, not 60 or $80. Not right now. A year from now, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can afford it now. I paid off some bills, and so I've got some extra cash. But I want to be able to do it now and start having this coverage, and then say, okay, I can live with that. I don't, or not say, oh no, I can't afford this. Why did I do this? $80, $60, that's too much. I gotta cut something. Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you. Okay. So I have a pretty clear picture here of what you're looking for. If we found something that's affordable and comfortable for you inside that budget, I guess would there be any reason that you wouldn't want to see if you could get qualified today?
Well, that's why I'm talking to you now. I'm trying to see what's available there.
Perfect. Yeah. So the first option here is is a $7,000 option. It's kind of our top tier product. Okay. This is gonna cover pretty much all the burial. Okay. So that's the $7,000 policy. That's kind of our top of the line there. The second option is kind of our $5,000 option. Definitely 90% of our clients actually go with that one. Because it is the most affordable one for sure, and it'll make sure that at least all of the cremation and extra will be paid for the cremation, and then it'll cover most of the burial. Okay. And then
A price. You haven't mentioned a company. Who's underwriting?
okay, so they're a super great company, reputable company. And then the third option there is a $3,500 policy. And that one will take care of pretty much all the cremation and pay for that in full, and leave a little something extra as well, and pay about half the burial. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Again, what's the price?
Yeah. So the $7,000 option, honestly, I wouldn't even recommend it for you, but I do kind of want to share with you the 7,000 would be right at $44 a month.
Okay, and the other one?
The 5,000, and this is most 90% of our clients go with this one, and especially because you want to start with something smaller, and these you could always add later, but this one is $32 a month.
Yeah, that's what people are quoting me. That's in 30 to 32. Some of them go up to 34, 35. And I've also discussed about like you mentioned Trinity, and I'm like, I never heard of them. But if you mention Aetna, Mutual of Omaha, I've heard of them. So
Yeah. So just to give you kind of a piece of context here to make sure that you're getting the best possible rate there. In terms of the $7,000 plan, Trinity's going to be 44, Mutual Omaha 47, and Aetna 48. So you're still saving more with them. And this is the cheapest, I guess, company. Not cheap, but most inexpensive company. We definitely
the lower rate, yeah. In my mind, I'm comparing lower rates, cheaper, with who am I dealing with? If you had said Aetna, Mutual, I'm like, okay, I know them, everyone knows them. But if you mention some company that, where do they come from? You know, I mean,
Yeah, and they're in Oklahoma. So I guess let me ask you this. Is it more I guess the price you're kind of like wanting to look at, or more the company? Because I have access to Mutual of Omaha. We could definitely go with them. But
you know, I'm considering everything. I'm looking for that magic. When you call it when that magic combination of company name that you know you got somebody solid there, and the coverage amount and the price. So I'm weighing all those things.
so I guess I hate to break it to you, like there's not going to be any magical rates, no mystical pricing. I wish there was. I pay the same premiums as you do to the same companies. And they don't give me a discount and I work for them. So
So I understand.
oh, totally.
Trying to get trying to get the best deal I can find. When I talk to people like you, and basically I get the same info. I got a mutual of Omaha the other day. I said, what if I started? Because he quoted me a price for $5,000 for like 31 something. He can get you a $2,000 policy if you want to start with like a basement for $16.08. And you can, a year from now, 6 months, you can, I want to get more coverage. What's it going to cost me? You can go up. Situation might change. Like I said, I might buy a scratch off ticket for $100,000, and all of a sudden, I'm okay. I got extra money now. All right.
I'm with you, and that's why I know that you said that you would want to see what you can get actually approved for. Do you like, I guess, the $5,000 more, or do you want to start a little lower and start about 3,500?
And what was the price on the 3,500?
I mean, the 3,500. I mean, we're talking only $23 a month.
23 a month. Okay. That's definitely more. I mean, in my range, and I'd like to have 5,000 or more, but I understand you have to work within.
Yeah, you start with something, and you start with something for sure. If you want to, in the like, I'm just honestly kind of curious myself here, what like 4,300 would be splitting the difference. And that would only be, let's see here, $28 a month.
Okay, now nobody has gone like, I thought you were like basically not paying like 5,000.
No.
Nobody has broken it up like you have, just like 4,300. No, nobody has done that.
Yeah, I guess do you like the $4,300 option, or do you, I guess, want to start with 3,500?
Well, I'm debating right now. 3,500 is better than 2,000, not as good as 5,000. But 4,300, you're getting up there as far as the amount I had in mind for coverage. 4,300 at 28 a month. Okay.
Yeah, and we could see what we can, if we could even get you approved. That's the other thing. So let's just, I mean, it sounds like you kind of obviously like it. Do you want to just start with the 4,300, $28 a month?
If I'm gonna go 3,500, I might as well go with a 43, another 800.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and see if we could get you approved here. So let's see here. Okay, gotcha. And let's see here. Okay, and what was your address? And is this the best phone number for you? Let's see here. And married, single, divorced, or widowed? Okay. And let's see here. And your social? All right, awesome. Let's see here. All right, let's see. And your height and weight? Okay. And any tobacco use? All right. Any organ or tissue transplants? Okay. And who's your doctor? Okay. I'm gonna call in here to our phone line here, just to they're gonna ask a few questions, and they're gonna ask you about the application. They're gonna ask if you said yes to any of those answers. You're gonna say no. And then we'll kind of go from there. Okay. Okay, and then if you're to get approved, I guess you usually let's see here. Do you usually use Social Security or like a direct express card or more a like a bank? Do you use a bank? Okay. So you'll have about 30 days to really shop around to find if this is actually what you want. We need to keep going with the application here. Um so uh so if you were to get approved, obviously go through with this. Okay, and then what was the account number? And when's I guess a usually good day that you kind of pay these types of things? Usually what days? Like the 1st or the 15th?
In that area, because I'm on Social Security, and I get paid every fourth Wednesday of the month.
Right. So usually later in the month.
Yeah, later or early in the next month, in that range, right? That's when I make most of my payments, the credit cards and my T-Mobile in that area, because it's gone out of my bank account, so I don't have to worry about, like I said, writing checks. I haven't written a check in, I don't know, 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, totally. So if you got approved for this one, let's see here. I'm kind of looking here. I guess is usually the first good for you?
Yeah, the first of each month.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Like I said, that's in that range that I know I got my money in the bank, and I start paying off, and then the second half of the month, I only have one payment that I have to do, and so then after about the 15th to 16th, I'm like, that's it, I'm paid off for the month, okay?
Yep. So just to make sure you really like the 4,300 for 28.26, is that right? Or do you want to kind of raise it a little bit? Totally up to you.
To raise it to how much?
To the $5,000 plan?
That would cost.
Let's see here. The $5,000 plan would be 32. Sorry, 32.
And the 3,500, what would that be?
23.
Very good. You know what? I'm liking that 3,500 more right now.
Okay. So you like the 23 or the $28 one more?
The 23.
Okay. Let me see here.
Talking to you on this day in 2023, and then what if I live to be 95, y'all? I have grandmother who lived to be 98, and her mother lived to be 112. So that side of the family, they live a lot. They live longer. My dad died at 61, but he was a war veteran. He got wounded, and he was never a healthy man after that.
Okay, let's see here. And then you want your beneficiary to be
Right, my daughter.
And that's a child and her birthday. All right, so give me a second here. If they don't approve you, we'll just go with a different company.
Like I said before, my main concern, okay, I want to get coverage that I'm comfortable with, and then a price that I know I'm not run into any snags, and also the company. I mean, if you all of a sudden start hitting me with cottage cheese,
Yep, I get it. Okay, I need to send you a quick text.